little dog, I gave you white, black, and brown paint. You should also have some felt little pieces. We'll put those to the side. We're going to use those at the end. And you should have 2 sponges and a paintbrush. The sponges, we're actually going to paint our dog with the sponges, so it gives it a little texture. These dogs are covered in fur or hair, so they have a lot of texture on them. So you could make your dog's fur whatever color. I'm gonna do my dog white, and then with my small brush, I'm gonna put some brown fur, and then I'll come back and we'll add some eyes and a nose with black paint as well. So your first step is to sponge paint your whole dog. So I'm just gonna take my sponge, dip it in the paint, and start dabbing. You want to get your sides as well. For our next step, you could either use, I'm doing this while the white is still a little wet, I'm going to add some brown fur on top. So you could either use your sponge and dab some brown on top, or I'm going to use my little brush and just give the dog little short strokes going up and down. Give him a little fur. So I'm going to do this to the whole body. Anytime you feel like you put too much brown, you could always go over it with a little bit of white, and it's going to lighten it up. I'm going to go over some areas with a little bit of white to just lighten it, and it gives it a little more texture. So it looks like a light tan dog. Now these are just acrylic paint, so if you have any other colors, if you want to make it a red dog like Clifford, you could use whatever colors you'd like. Alright, so I'm happy with that. He has a little fur. He looks cute with his little texture. So I'm gonna let this dry for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna go back, put a black nose on, and I'm just gonna do some eyes as well. So I painted my dog. He is pretty much dry. So right now I'm gonna go back and add a nose. If you remember, the nose was right at that tip. So with my little brush, I'm just gonna put a little bit of black on it and just draw a little nose over here. You can make it as big or as little as you'd like. So we added our nose, and now we're going to add our eyes. To add our eyes, I'm going to use the back of the paintbrush, and I'm just going to add 1, 2, almost like little ovals. So for our next step, we're going to cut a collar and a tag for our dog. You should have red and yellow. You could use whatever colors you want for whatever. So I am going to use, I have brown, but I am going to use the yellow for the tag. So I'm going to take the other one, and I'm just going to cut a thin strip. And And that should be good for my little collar. And then I'm going to take the yellow piece, and I also have a Sharpie or pencil or anything, and I'm just going to cut a circle out of it. Draw the circle in the corner, and always draw it on the white side. And then because that's the back side, so you won't see your marks. And then cut that circle out, and ta-da. You could put like an initial in the collar if you'd like. So now everything is dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna peel my stickers, my collar, and my tag. And there we have our little dog. I hope you guys had fun painting this dog with me, and I hope you're having a great summer.